Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment we're going to talk about when is the best time to trim viburnum. Now, viburnum are a gorgeous addition to your garden. They're a little shrub that has beautiful white and pink flowers all over it, and they are just so delightful. And then once the flowers are done, they make berries, and the berries are really pretty too, and they look good all winter long. So there's different times of the year that you can trim them down, but the rule of thumb is never trim them down more than 1/3 of the plant down. So if you're going to trim them back because they're starting to get big, only trim them back 1/3 of the size of the plant, then the next year another third. Because you don't want to trim them down too far to the ground because you might lose them. And the best time actually to trim them or prune them is once the flowers are done and before they've set out their little seed pods. And the problem with doing that is then you don't get the little red berries on them, and it's so beautiful when they turn to berry. But it's actually the best time to trim them down because then they will make nice lush growth for the next year, and you'll get even more berries in the end. So the best time is probably in the late summer to early fall. Once those blooms are done and before they make those berries, trim them down. But saying that, I'm to the point in my garden, you can trim it back anytime they're not in bloom. So you can trim them down in the middle of the winter and in the spring, and they'll still grow lush and beautiful. You might lose a few of the flowers for that year or a few of the berries for that year, but anymore in my garden, I trim things when I think about it, because if I try to wait to the right time to do it, I forget and it never gets done. So my theory in my garden is do it when you're thinking about it. That's the best time to prune.